I have these thoughts in my head that I don't think are healthy when people
No.
do that.
They never are.
And honestly, I don't want to say them out loud on a podcast.
Okay.
We're live on Adobe Radio, another episode of Wesam's World coming at you every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, we've got a few topics to talk about. First and foremost, we got a little Mother's Day story, post-Mother's Day story, I should say. My coffee shop is officially open in CSUN. Super excited to talk about the grand opening as well. A little fun exercise I did for the first time with my acting students in class. Basically, they had 3 hours to make their own short movie. And it had extremely strict constraints on there, which went very interestingly. And I kind of snapped at the end. And I almost got in a fight with a homeless person. That's all real, by the way. And of course, no week would be complete in my life without something to annoy me to the limits of my patience.
And it wasn't the acting class or getting in the fight?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was neither one of those things. First and foremost, how you guys call your mom? You called your moms on Mother's Day, right?
Mine came for a visit.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
She's here.
She's here.
She's here. And
Was
yours?
here.
I did.
Great.
And then I went to Six Flags.
For Mother's Day.
No.
Oh.
We went without her.
Okay, good. Good. That's what I mean. Like, you just celebrated Mother's Day at Six Flags without your mom.
Yeah, she said have fun on my behalf. And so it's like, okay.
That's sweet. I like that. Few days before Mother's Day, mind you, me and my brothers were already planning what to get my mom for Mother's Day, and also her birthday's at the end of the month. So we're doing we have to split it up. And my mom, one day, she's on FaceTime with my father, and she goes, "Wesam, please, don't get me any flowers on Mother's Day." And I was like, "Mom, it's fine. It's just Mother." She's like, "Wesam, because they sit around and I put them in and then they die. Like, what is that? Like, come on. You have no money right now. You're not working." And I'm like, okay, all right, let's take a few steps back here. All right. So I just go, okay, I won't get you flowers on Mother's Day. And she's like, "Nothing, Wesam, please. It's nothing, and nothing for my birthday, please." Classic mom. Classic Mama Keesh. And then, of course, we got her like this nice like facial treatment.
Mm-hmm.
For Mother's Day, and my brother Daniel took her out shopping at Utica Square.
Classic place.
That's like upper middle class, rich Midwestern mom and older woman place to shop.
Yeah.
in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Utica Square.
He described it best.
Yeah. So that's, she had a good time, of course. Like, what is she expecting me to do? Like, go, okay.
Yeah, and then sit in silent disappointment that nothing came.
Yeah.
You never know, right?
No.
But that's so interesting. I know your mom loves flowers. She posts about flowers on Instagram. She doesn't want flowers in the house?
She's not good at accepting anything, like any gifts or anything like that. She's very, very bad at it. And, yeah, that's just her problem. And
are you guys good at accepting gifts?
To an extent.
What does your extent mean exactly? There was so much dead air there. It felt like forever. we just. Well, no, but what do you mean, like, to an extent?
There needs to be an occasion.
Oh, okay.
If it's just random gifts, I struggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm better at it now than I was. I feel I try to really be sincere, thanking them. Like, that's really considerate of you. I really appreciate. Like, make them feel like.
Yeah.
Try to reciprocate it as much as possible. There is a cultural thing though, that is kind of unhealthy, and it's not just my culture but also other cultures as well. Let's say you go over, like some family invites you over for their dinner and they make a dinner, you have to reciprocate that, but there's always this like one-up game that tries to happen. You know what I mean? And at a certain point it's like, what are we doing here? Like, how can we one-up each other?
Interesting.
Yeah, so it just becomes a little like,
Yeah.
oh, gosh, now we got to do this, then it kind of loses the magic. Grand opening. Coffee shop.
Yeah, I saw your videos. Went there myself.
It was really amazing. First of all, I am an investor in this place along with some other people. And the people who actually work there are Jimmy, Tom, David, and they obviously have more employees. But I don't know how to say that in a streamlined process without saying, yeah, I'm opening up a coffee shop, and I don't want to start like listing everybody, involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm opening it up with other people and who are doing most of the grunt work. I'm just an investor, but it's something that I'm really proud of. And man, the community really came together. People lined up at 5 a.m.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
5 a.m.
And the opening was at 8, right?
At 8, 6, 7, 8, 3 hours chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling. Line was literally curving around the block. Great vibes, and I'm just really excited. Your boy's in debt.
But it's going to come back.
It's gonna come back, hopefully. This has been over a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, over a year and a half. So, really, really excited for that. Lots of good feedback. A lot of my students from acting class came, which I was so happy about.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, Peyton.
I'll be there.
I guess your students love you.
I'm coming. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, man. It's like we're gonna go bowling and get. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
We
I'm
are
totally
going to
kidding.
go bowling.
We are. I felt really bad the day. I was like, the one Saturday, you're like, let's go bowling. I'm like, can't. Couldn't do it.
Can you still do the day you sent?
What did I say?
The 17th?
Oh my gosh, no. You know why?
Why?
My Highland Park, the jiu-jitsu place is having an open house.
That's all good.
You know what we could do, theoretically?
What could we do?
We can do an afternoon.
I could do an afternoon. My weekends have become like pretty much free again.
Oh, really?
So yeah, just
Summer?
let me know.
Summer's a little freer for you?
Just in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We'll figure it out. Alex, if you're free, you can come along too.
Oh, wow. That's so kind of you to extend the invitation over to me.
Of course, of course. I just thought, you were sitting there. And so.
I'm
just
used to it.
Yeah, good. Speaking of used to it, how are we on time for the first 10 minutes?
We're good.
We're good? Okay, just making sure. Okay. We had a little company dinner, Alex and I, over the weekend. And I don't know, how to be nicer to people whenever they're really rude to me.
Okay.
We go in, and I go, there's like a little group of people in front of us at the host stand, and I go, they've moved away. I go, table for two, and immediately she goes, all you can eat or a la carte? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, can we see, is, this is our first time here? And then she's like, okay, just 1 second, let me see at this table and I'll come back. And I was like, okay, cool. And then this other host comes in who wasn't listening. She goes, how many? And I'm like, oh, a table for two. And then in the middle of that, they called somebody else's family, and it's like kind of a tight place. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a table for two. And then the lady whose name they were called, like the big party, she goes, excuse me. And I'm like, and she just walks through. She was so hungry. And I'm like, lady, you said excuse me once and didn't give me a time to react.
Yeah. Was she headed to the all-you-can-eat side?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Probably they were starving.
Yeah.
And I have these thoughts in my head that I don't think are healthy when people do that.
They never are.
And honestly, I don't want to say them out loud on a podcast.
Okay.
Because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to pull this one clip.
I mean, Small Neck Luis is already out there. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, Small Neck Luis deserves a lot more.
Worse than Small Neck Luis?
Well, no, because she's a woman, and I don't want to
She didn't physically hurt us.
Yeah,
or
she didn't put me in
threaten
any danger or anything like that. But I guess the worst I could say is I just wanted to be like that. That's what I want to do to her face when she does it.
Wow.
Is that weird?
Yeah, thank God you didn't do that.
Did we get all the spit on that camera? Probably.
Probably, yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's a lot, and I feel bad for her. We'll clean this afterwards.
I'll clean it.
She'll clean it.
Yeah.
But I felt that was so rude, and I feel immediately when someone does that,
there's a lot of negative thoughts that come into my head.
Yeah.
And I make a face when that
Yeah.
happens. And then I was like, whatever. And then the hostess kept going, a la carte or all you can eat. And I'm like,
All at the same time.
all at the same time, this is happening. I'm getting overwhelmed, Peyton. At this point, I'm overwhelmed. And I go, well, you know what? I'll finish the story right after these break. And we're back after the break. I said these break right before
You
it was
did.
bad.
It's
grammar.
okay.
It was okay.
alright.
Yeah. I thought you were going to make fun of me for it.
Do you
Anyway.
want me to?
No, please don't. I'm already like, I'm already hot remembering this story. So the hostess goes, all you can eat or a la carte? All you can eat and I'm like, this is our first time here, so like we don't know how that. And she starts going through what all you can, like all the rules and stuff. And let me tell you something. Don't tell me 50 rules on your all you can eat buffet or whatever it is and expect me to remember every single detail right at the host stand. And she's going through this, and then she finishes, goes, so would you like all you can eat or a la carte? And I'm like, can we decide at the table, or do we have to decide right here? She's like, oh, you can decide at the table. I'm like, take us to the table. No joke. She walks us 2 feet, and there's our table,
Yeah.
which for whatever reason annoyed me even more.
Yeah.
That was like the cherry on top. And I'm looking at Alex like, I literally said to her, am I the crazy one here? And she goes, no. There was a lot going on all at once.
It felt like one of those cartoons or something where, like, the main character's hearing a squeal. There's lots of sounds. Things are exploding. Everything's going on at once. Everything was going on at once. Like, people were passing by rudely, you know. She's saying, all you can eat, a la carte, da, 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 da. And you're just like, the ringing in his ear.
It felt like, you know what it felt like? Everything was going like quiet. And I was like, yeah, like that. Like, and I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Like, just talk to someone rather than it was like they had a script and they were like, this is what I got to say when they first come in.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what I got to say. A la carte or all you can eat. A la carte, all you can eat. I mean, going crazy. I
But
feel
you
like
know-
Charles Manson in that little clip right there.
I think you also were a little heightened because that wasn't the original meeting place we were going to meet.
Oh my God. Alex.
Sam.
Peyton. Oh, you missed it. I totally forgot what happened beforehand. I actually cleared him from my mind, this piece of shit. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we were initially not going to go to that place, Peyton.
Okay.
This is where we're going to go into another sushi place.
Okay.
And we get there, and immediately I have my spidey senses go off, go, nope, you want to get out of here. There was something about the place that just felt like, it feels a little dead. It feels a little like unorganized. You know what? No, if I'm spending 50, 80, $100 sometimes on a dinner for sushi. I want to make sure the service is good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I get there, and it's not even how many in your party. It's not, hello, how are you today? It's 2. And the guy who comes up to us, he has like a black eye. And I'm like, yeah, 2. Doesn't say a single word. Drops the menus on the table like we're like hay for farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, and I'm like, I don't know. And then he comes to the table. He's like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say a single word.
Did he even ask us for drinks?
No. He dropped the drinks off and left.
No, we didn't get drinks. He dropped off when you get wasabi and ginger.
That's what he did. Bad vibes from this guy.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. And I was like,
He tossed it without looking. He just walked by and tossed it on the table and then went to the next table to toss it to them. Because he sat like 3 tables at once.
yeah.
There was 2 girls before us, and then after we got sat, someone else must have walked in.
Listen, I know while I'm saying this story, it comes off like I might come off like I'm pretentious, or maybe I have like an ego about me. But for real though, let's talk about the exchange here. You're spending like $100 at an establishment. I just want somebody to be like nice to me and talk to me. Like, hi, how are you? Good. Can we do? I don't need anybody to kiss my ass or anything like that. But there has to be some like decorum. Am I crazy here?
You're asking for too much.
Do you think so?
I don't.
No.
No, especially as things have gone up. I mean, we have to admit, food has gone up. It's cheaper to eat at home now. For a while, it was actually cheaper to order in. You know, there was that weird, like, switcheroo that happened. And now restaurants are very expensive. And then if you're going to also tip on top of it,
Yeah.
then you should at least get a friendly service. I don't need to know about your life. I don't want to know about your life. But I do need a little bit of niceties.
Niceties. Yeah. I don't know. It just really bugged me, that guy, and I looked at her. I was like, we got to go somewhere else.
Like, I could feel his vibe, and I'm just looking at the menu, and I'm like, what's he
gotta go.
feeling? I don't know. And then he goes, we're going to leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're going to leave.
Because I'll tell you what, if that service continued, he would have gotten another black guy.
Wow. See, now that is a threat.
That is a threat. But it's deserved. It's deserved. You know what? Maybe he was having a bad day. I kept telling myself that as we were walking away. And I'm like, best of luck to him. That's what I said in my mind. I'm like, all right, whatever. Best of luck to him.
Yeah, but you know what? I was a server, and I had some pretty fucking bad days.
Yeah, he shouldn't
and
act like that, though.
I still had, like, at least enough in me to go, hi,
Yeah.
how are you? Even if I didn't care.
Yeah. Oh, man, he really bugged me. Him and Small Neck Louise. Just both of them now. I got to learn to let go better. Yeah. I did let go until you brought it up, actually, Alex. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I think your body purposely purged that. You
Yeah.
knew.
Oh, man. He bugged me so much, Peyton. Gosh, do you get bugged by people like that?
I don't know to your extent.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha. There's something that irks me. Anyway, well, I'll tell you what. That's one of the reasons why I like House Roots Coffee, the coffee shop I opened.
Yeah.
You want to know? And I know that sounds
Shameless
like
plug.
Yeah, I know. This feels like a sponsor.
one of their first tenets is customer service. It's more than just giving them a good cup of coffee. It's about having like a connection with something. They want to give you more than a cup of coffee. It's to make you feel extremely welcome. And there's this really cool story that somebody posted, and I was like, see, that's the kind of employees they hire. Because, by the way, they've tried hiring some employees, and they're like, this is not going to work out. Bye. An employee saw someone who had just ordered go outside to sit down. They spilt their drink, and they were like, they already started making them a new one and brought it out to them as they were cleaning it up.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I'm like, that's the kind of place you want to go to and spend money, you know,
Right.
where you don't even have to go ask, like, hey, I spilled my drink or anything. They're like, no, it's all good. It's like it happens. See, that's the kind of that's positivity right there.
That's nice because I'm the kind of person, if I spilt my drink, I'd be like, well, shit, I don't have a drink, and I wouldn't go ask for another because that was my fault.
Yeah. You know, I saw a video, and I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. If it was real or fake, it was acted really well. Some lady in Britain goes back to the house where she bought a phone, and she tells them, hey, I dropped my phone and the screen cracked. Is there any way like I can return this and you can give me my money back? And the guy's like, what? And she's like, or if you have like another phone you can give me. And he's like, you dropped it, right? And she's like, yeah, but I just bought it yesterday from you. And he's like, that's not on me. And I'm just like, I don't know. Have you ever seen videos like that?
Not to that extent, no.
My algorithm knows me very well and knows what will
Rage
trigger
bait?
me. Yeah. She seemed so real about it too.
Was she the one recording, or was he the one recording?
He was recording on a Ring camera, like in Britain.
Oh, got you. So it was like a third-party sale.
Yeah. Yeah. And she went back to his house and was like, which makes me think, I don't know.
That makes me think scripted.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Rage
Yeah,
bait.
Ring,
That's such a
Ring
weird
stuff.
transaction. And then to come back to the Ring, like not even call or something.
Well, she can't call.
Feels really? Can't call on anything?
Screen's broken.
Screen's broke, can't call?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's possible. It's
Like,
possible.
It is possible.
All right. Well,
It's just awfully convenient.
Well, before I go into my big exercise for my acting class and the homeless guy fight, anything going on with you guys in the past week? Well, you haven't been on the show in like 5 years, I think, right?
It's been about 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what's new with you?
Lost the wife, lost the dog, lost the kids, lost the car, lost the apartment. But everything else is good.
You know, honestly, that That could be true. Since I mean, I don't know what's been going on. Man,
Wife is good. Car is good.
everything's good.
Everything's good.
Wait, is the car good?
The car is mostly good.
Yeah, because you had some car troubles earlier.
We did have some car troubles earlier, but we're getting it checked out.
Mhm.
It's one of those things where, like, every time we fix one problem, another problem pops up.
Did you get the other one sold?
Yeah, we did get the other one sold.
Nice.
And the only thing I couldn't get out of the car was this dash cam that even there when I bought it, which makes me think the guy I bought it from, they couldn't get the dash cam out of it either. Like it was just stuck in there, and I tried with all my might to rip that thing out, and it would not. So I just told the guy I sold it to. I was like, dash cam, it's all yours. If you want it, and he just goes, yeah, it's just gonna be crushed with the rest of it. And it's just like, oh no, poor Squeezy. That's the name of the car. Squeezy's just
Scap.
crushed to bits.
Wait, are you? Did you sell it for parts or through a third party? Or
I sold it to a guy who buys cars, who then, I did not know at the time, is going to turn around and crush the damn thing.
Oh, he probably gets more money through the crushing of it.
Yeah.
Scrap metal.
Scrap metal. Ooh, that's not a bad business idea right there.
Yeah. I want to own a parking garage.
You've told me this
So
before.
bad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Please explain to the audience why.
That's just free money. That's just, how is it not free money? Someone explain to me how a parking garage is not just free money.
Rent of the space.
Yeah.
Unless you don't own it. Well, if
But
you
I'm
own
going to
it,
get a good spot. Everybody's going to want to use the parking garage.
Question: is this an automated one, or are you working the front booth?
Let's make it automated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need maintenance on those machines,
I'll do
and
it.
you're gonna need like an emergency service in
Yeah.
case people gets, Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
do it.
security actually no, because then you can have those signs that just say, "Hey, we are not responsible for whatever
Oh
happens."
no,
Yeah.
I just meant like for someone who is like some form of like cameras or something for people who try and sneak out like with
Yeah.
the bars. Just
Quick investment.
yeah, nothing.
Quick
not
and
like
small.
not like someone who's walking around with a nice little pistol and a
Yeah.
taser.
I'll be the one breaking into people's cars, and then I'll be like, we can't do anything.
That's criminal. That's
You're
smart.
like,
It's my
cameras are
property.
out."
That's actually kind of genius.
Yeah.
Don't give people ideas.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's
Yeah,
illegal.
you're right. Me, don't do that.
Don't do that, Peyton. Dude, I see you. Start having billboards. Come park in my parking garage. I
Come
was like,
park in my parking garage. Like, it's just a little holiday. Like,
Yeah.
you put a billboard up to go to a parking garage like 10 miles away. Come
Yeah.
park in my parking garage.
Now, is this an elevated one or just flat?
Oh, it's elevated.
Oh, how many levels?
We go up at least 20.
How do you go down at all?
What do you mean? Of course you gotta go down. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking like the going down in the
Into the
parking
ground.
garage? I thought you meant from the top. Do you go back down? And it's like, yes, that's how things work.
Once you go up, there's no way to get down.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
And then I'm over there like knocking on your window being like, I gotta charge you extra if you stay here. Like, you gotta get the car out. We close the gate at 10. You gotta go.
Have I ever told you guys the story of when I was stuck in a parking garage through gridlock traffic at the mall
I
in
know
Burbank?
exactly where you're talking
Did you
about.
get locked in?
No, even worse. So there was some kind of it was busy. I forget what kind of if it was a holiday or something like that. And the exit out of the parking garage was one of those exits where you're lucky to make a right turn or a left turn. Like, it was just one of those things where maybe one or two cars every 10 minutes if you were lucky. So I was looking for parking, and I drove down, and I'm like, oh no. What happened was, as I was driving down, I saw the line of cars waiting to get out, and I'm like, oh no. And I keep going down and down and down
This city's
and down until I reach the very bottom, and the line's going, it's all the way at the bottom, and I'm like, oh no, this is what. And then I remember just sitting there, and I would turn off my car, and I'm like, this feels like hell. Actually, it feels a little bit like hell right now. And then it got so bad, all the cars were like, it was just gridlock. People were trying to back up, and it's like people were honking at people. I'm trying to back. It's like, where do you want people to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, after I think an hour in there, a cop came and was getting people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad news, man. It
Oh.
was
That's-
bad news.
That gives me anxiety.
It did give
just
me a lot.
hearing about that.
It really felt like I was in hell.
Yeah.
I don't like some. I always have these like really weird like Dante's Infernos
Mm-hmm.
imagery of hell, and I feel like that there's a level of like a punishment for being in hell where you're literally just stuck in traffic
Yeah.
and you're never getting out.
Yeah.
It's just gridlock. You might move a little bit, and
It's my parking garage.
it's your parking garage.
Yeah. See, if that
Uh,
happens, I just go, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you with little devil horns, being like, it's not my problem.
It's not my problem.
I
Even-
thought you were going to talk about behind, the Sherman Oaks Mall by the 405.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuck behind it because there's this one little pathway. And you can
Oh.
You can kind of sneak around that light, and I did that once, and I was stuck back there for like an hour.
Yep.
Because no one ever lets those people out.
That's a common trap.
Yep.
I did that once, and I learned my lesson as well.
Mhm.
This is why I don't leave Burbank. This is legit why I don't venture. If it's leaving my bubble, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
That's fair. That's fair.
I get free parking here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have everything I need.
You got a good deal living in Burbank,
I know.
honestly. In the Valley, it's so much better than the city. However, I got kind of annoyed at Burbank where the mall is.
Oh, yeah.
They can do no wrong. It
They
must
s-
have been your fault.
There was a place where it was like free 2-hour parking.
Yeah.
Now you got to pay. Now you got to pay everywhere. You got to pay. And I'm just like, come on, guys. Are you really needing that much money? By the way, sales tax in Burbank is 10.5%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ah.
That is so expensive.
You gotta do better.
Who me?
Yeah.
Like financially, or what do you mean by that?
Take it as you will.
The worst person to talk to. The worst person to talk to.
Now you
Man,
just
no.
need to join the military, get your 10% off everywhere,
Ooh.
and then you don't have to pay sales tax.
You'd be good in the military. You
Not-
should go.
Not now.
You should right now.
No, I can't do boot camp anymore.
We gotta get you there right now.
No, man. Don't be my
Get
manager.
this guy to boot camp.
You're gonna be a hero, kid. You're gonna save the world. And then we're gonna forget about you.
What?
Then we're gonna forget about you.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. I was like, wow, that's really dark. Except for Veterans Day.
No, people
yeah,
forget about
one
that
day
too.
for them.
Yeah. It's all about the sales.
It's about the Mets, baby.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do boot camp again. I watch
Again?
well, sorry, again. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Have you been?
No, I've been watching too many YouTube videos on boot camp and military stuff.
It
So
his
I'm like,
core.
oh, okay. It just seems too much for me now. And
Is
I'm
this
like, I'm
your
busy.
comfort watch? Do you watch?
I don't know if it's comfort. I just have it on and I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I could have done this when I was younger.
I don't know if I've shared it. I have the weirdest comfort watch. I like watching Amazon drivers do their job.
That's a good comfort watch.
I don't know why. I don't know why. But it's just like, I don't know. It's very relaxing to me.
It is.
Have you guys seen that some delivery driver in Woodland Hills has been going poo poo and pee pee on the
Yep.
boxes?
Yep. Yep. I saw
Honestly, I stand with him.
Her.
Protest. Her.
that. You do?
Protest.
No.
Break the system.
You pee or shit in my yard, I get to tase you in your pee and shit.
Oh, I thought
She's
they were
do-
doing it on the boxes.
She is doing it on the boxes.
All right.
What?
Protest.
She's doing it on the delivery boxes.
The video I saw, she peed next to it.
Oh, I saw one and it was on it.
Show me
Okay,
it.
so she missed one. Cut her a break.
Peyton. Peyton, you always play devil's advocate.
Stand against the system. Break it down.
The video I saw on KTLA was after she was done, she was like looking around to see if there was cameras, and then she saw one, and she's like, and she like laughed a little bit, which made me annoyed for two reasons and angry. First of all, check for cameras before you shit and piss in someone's yard, not after, you dumb person. Second, what was second?
Don't do it.
Oh, she laughed. That's what
Oh.
annoyed me. She laughed. Like, like it's like something funny. No. If I catch somebody doing that, I'm just hosing them down. Taking out my hose and just hosing them down.
Them are the boxes.
Them, of course,
Yeah,
them. And then I'm gonna be like, fucking take the box back. You pissed on it.
Yeah.
Fucking gross, man. People are fucking dumb and gross. Ugh. Anyway,
But this has been happening in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so it could happen to anyone next.
yeah. And I don't get why in my apartment building they'll sometimes deliver the boxes to my door versus to the mailboxes down in the front.
Effort.
I don't get it. I don't mind walking down to the mailboxes. Let's just have a system in place. I don't want to be like, oh, where is it? In front of my door or down in the mailboxes. Dumb.
Is it like in the mailbox? No, it's just under the mailbox.
Yeah.
Okay, see, sometimes I have it in my mailbox and sometimes I have it by my door.
You have a big
So-
mailbox?
Huh?
You have a big mailbox?
I think it's okay. So sometimes I found like smaller things in there. And so I always thought it was a thing of like smaller things go in the mailbox, big things go by the door because it's safer in the mailbox.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Those are usually actually post office versus Amazon.
I've had an Amazon order in there before.
Oh no,
and
the
I've always
post
wondered
office
how he
will
had the
do.
key. Oh, does
Yeah.
Amazon give to the post
Uh-huh.
office sometimes? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that reminds me, I had a delivery once that didn't even make it up the door. It didn't even make it past the gate. It was thrown into a bush
Yeah.
on the street. A friend came over and she was like, I found your package in a bush on the street. And it was a food delivery service. I was like, that's not okay.
No. Dumb people. They should be in prison for 6 years for that.
6?
6 years.
That's crazy.
That's
That is crazy.
That's intense.
That's
Sorry, maximum security prison for 6 years in the hole.
6
Solitary
years.
confinement in the hole.
Solitary confinement?
Yeah.
You want to throw one more in there just to sweeten the deal?
You're in there with a bobcat that's hungry.
Okay, so they don't get out.
Okay. You guys want to hear my story about the
Absolutely.
kids class with a
Yes.
short film? So, I was inspired by 6 Days to Air, the South Park documentary, and how they
Mhm.
make an episode.
Oh, yeah.
And what's really cool about that is there's something happens to the creative artists when they actually have extreme obstacles and time constraints for any kind of artistic project. And it forces your brain to make choices. It makes your brain work in ways that you didn't expect and to show you like what's possible. And the most important thing is to look at an obstacle or a constraint not as something holding you back, but as something to drive you forward into a way that you didn't really expect. And I could see their faces like, oh my gosh, we're really going to do this. And the first hour, they had to write the script. And then the second hour, they had another hour to film everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them before class to bring in a few random props, a few wardrobe changes, and to bring something to write with, your phone fully charged, a phone tripod, a laptop if you have it. And then some of the constraints I gave them was you have to use the line, oh, I didn't expect to see you here. And the second line was cheese. So different interpretations on what cheese could be, right? And also the first line. But again, and then the props, one prop had to be used like as a main it had to be integral to the story, and one wardrobe piece had to be used in a way that's not for its intended use. For instance, a scarf could be used as a blindfold.
Yeah.
And then, there was some other constraints. It had to be no less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds and no more than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they finished shooting everything. And then this week, every single person who was in their groups, some people had 2 people, some people had 3 people in a group. Each person in the group has to submit an edit of their short film to see how different it's going to be through each person in the group. They went a little bit above time, so I had to go find the people because they were shooting around the place where we filmed. And as I was looking for them, I was like, come on, guys, we're late. You guys are all, like, I'm the line producer getting really angry. You guys have to come back. The garage in which I park in, dude, crazy homeless dude was asking me for cigarettes. I'm like, I don't have anything. I don't have any money. And then he starts yelling at the parking attendant, who I like know very well because I'm there all the time. And he starts trying to fight him. So I have to go, I have to be like, hey, get the fuck out of here, man. Back up. Like I'm using my I'm like, hey, man, back up, man, back up, get out of here, like that. And I was like, oh, this is it. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, I might have to use jujitsu on this dude. This is
Look
it.
how excited he got
know,
when he
right?
said, I might have to use jujitsu on this guy.
And you know what the cool part was? I knew exactly what I was gonna do if he came at me.
Nice.
I knew exactly what I was gonna do and how I was gonna like keep him down. And I was like, here we go. And then I think he could see it in my eyes that I was ready because he looked at me, and then I saw something in his eyes like deflate, and then he just walked away. And I was like, oh shit. And then part of me felt
Oh, shit. I
Yeah.
didn't get to fight a guy.
no. I said
Oh, shit.
I said oh shit in my head because I felt bad for him because he's crazy. And nobody's helping him.
Yeah, he needs help.
What are you laughing about, dude? No, I'm being serious. Nobody's helping him.
I know.
I almost double leg takedown this dude, and I almost had to hold him down. You know what I mean? That's sad.
It is. Yeah, when all he needs is help.
It's just your delivery.
I know. Anyway, I felt really bad, but yeah, that was it. And then
Make
I get
it up to him. Get him cigarettes next week.
no,
Okay.
no. This dude looked haggard, man.
I mean, what's one cigarette?
He looked bad, man. I feel really bad for him, honestly. I feel and it sucks because it makes me angry at all these people who are supposed to be taking care of this city and this state and this country, and it's like you have people who are like really struggling, and like you see, like we see it on a daily basis, but the people who are in charge, they're living in like their ivory tower. They don't see that face to face interactions at all.
Well, there's that article that came out about the money that got blown.
Oh yeah,
What money got blown? What happened? What did we do?
Alex, let's pull up the story,
Yeah,
exact
hang on.
details.
Uh-oh.
Basically, the person who was in charge of the homeless crisis
In
one
Los
of the-
Angeles?
in Los Angeles, she said, I don't know where all this money went. Tens of millions of dollars. And she's in photos with huge pearl necklaces around her neck
Yeah.
and like just blinged out constantly. I'm like, hey,
Nice.
we found where the money went. You crook. You should be in fucking prison for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's unfucking believable.
How recent's the story?
Really
Pretty
recent.
recent,
Just
Really
came
yeah.
out. Just came out, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hold on. I have to find it through Instagram because
gone.
that's where I.
Are you crying? Dude, were you working there? What would you do? Honestly, I want to know what you would do if you
the
found
money's gone?
No. If you're working at a place and you uncover corruption like that, what would you do?
I don't know the chain of command of who to tell for that. Oh, I'll snitch.
All of it is corrupt.
Oh, everything's corrupt?
Yeah, because somebody told her, hey, you shouldn't be using public funds for an open bar at this party. This is public funds. They got fired immediately.
Well, then what the fuck do I do?
Exactly.
What do I do, Wesam?
That's why I'm asking you, man.
I don't know. If I'm just going to get fired anyway, I might as well enjoy the open bar. That's not my real answer. I just wanted to see your face.
That's on the internet.
It's not my
forever.
real answer, though.
Here, I'll have to play it.
You don't know who that was. Her name is Dr. Felicia Adams Kellum. She's the former CEO of the LA Homeless Services Authority. Yes, this is a person who supposedly administers homeless services in California. She was recently forced to resign, though, after her mega agency failed multiple audits. She says, I don't know where or how we spent billions of dollars. Oh, trust me, we know. It's going right here. This necklace is obscene. She tried to cover her tracks by destroying public records and also arranging to pay hush money, $800,000 to silence whistleblowers. $800,000 of your money.
800K
I
is a
think
good
it's time
deal.
to start selling off some of these pearls, girl, because you're going to need that money.
Yeah.
You get the 800K and she's fired anyway. That's profit.
You know who should go to a maximum security prison with a Bobcat in
Who?
solitary? Her.
That's cruel.
Damn.
That's
See, the Bobcat's insane.
Why?
That's
Why?
Wesam.
Why is a Bobcat insane?
You don't have to ask why.
No,
You already know why the
no.
Bobcat's
You know
insane.
what? It's been a while since we've gotten into it. Let's get into it.
let's get into it after the break then.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Okay, so here's where my rage comes from.
Okay.
She's stolen public money. This is the money that
Get that.
you and I, everybody here pays tax.
Trust me, we're on the same page here.
And then she purposely, instead of helping people
Yes.
for years and years and
Yes.
years, does something like this,
Yes.
I don't see a problem with putting her in a room with a bobcat.
See,
I don't see a problem with that.
do you actually not see a problem, or are you doing a bit?
You want to know my honest answer?
Yeah.
I see what you see as
There
the
we go.
problem,
Yeah.
but
But
I don't care
oh, okay.
because my rage and justifiable position trumps that. And so I go, I'm cool with that because here's why. If she would have done her job, I wouldn't have gotten into a fight with this homeless dude yesterday.
Wow, we're going back.
I'm telling you, and I'm not the only
Call
person
back.
experiencing this stuff. A lot of people are. Business owners are having to deal with this kind of stuff. Her job was literally public service. She corrupted that and stole everybody's money. So, for me, her in a room with a bobcat doesn't seem like a bad idea.
Can I find a happy middle ground for both of you?
No, I want to hear Peyton's position
Okay.
first.
I don't know how there could be a happy middle ground. This is a fucking bobcat we're putting in a cell. Not just a bobcat. You specified a hungry bobcat. So whoever's in the cell
Yeah.
is royally fucked. There's no way around
Oh,
that.
really? Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
What do you mean? What are we doing?
You're putting a bobcat in a cell and going, justice.
Am I saying put it on Kick and live stream it?
Are you?
Am I?
You tell me.
Make the money back?
Make the money back. Hey, round of applause. Alex, round of
Your middle ground, we make the money back.
That's
So it's like, yes, there's a bobcat in the cell, but look at the bright side. We made the $1 billion back, and we're going to give it to the homeless community. And then everybody suddenly is just like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That is the way to make the money back.
oh my God. That was literally the best thing you've ever said on the show.
Great, thanks. Because that wasn't what I was going to say. I was gonna
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. You're
gonna say-
No, don't ruin it. Trust me.
put it in like a cage so the bobcat can barely reach and she has to hug the wall. Ugh, you know, so she won't get hurt, but the stress level.
No. No.
Okay. All right.
That doesn't bring views.
Well,
That would still bring views. You're trapped in a room with a bobcat in a cell, and it's a tiny room. People would watch that.
But if it's out of reach,
just barely.
Like we're talking small. Like it's if you move
If it-
too
yeah,
far
yeah.
in front, it's gonna get you.
no.
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 just gotta stay alert, like the people who have had to live on the streets.
Sitting in one position for a long time.
I think you found your new job.
What?
Punishment for corrupt political
No, I think
officials.
that's you.
Oh, okay.
Y'all be a sick tag team. I have no part in this.
Yeah, because you side with her and what she did.
That is not even true. I just
Yep.
don't want to put bobcats in rooms with people.
You're a pacifist. I get it.
Sure.
Didn't a bobcat just go through your parents' yard?
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm on a bobcat
That's
kick.
why you're on a
Catch it,
bobcat
catch it.
kick.
What's that?
You're on a bobcat kick because of
Yeah,
bobcat in the yard.
my dad sends me a video. He's like, "What animal is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to see this video."
Wait, did he send you a video?
Yeah,
You gotta text me that video.
I'll text you it. And I looked at it. I'm like, "Oh my God, that's a bobcat." And I just text back, "Bobcat." And I showed a picture, and he goes, "Yes."
What part of Tulsa is he in?
We're at well, I don't want to give the South Tulsa,
You're in South Tulsa?
but I've never seen.
Bobcats in South Tulsa?
Thank you very much. We're in a pretty suburban area.
Nah,
but
that's somebody's personal bobcat that's on the loose.
Yeah.
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 No, no, dude, no. Nobody has a personal bobcat. That's a wild bobcat.
You'd be surprised. People
was-
own the strangest animals.
It was big though. I've never seen a bobcat
Yeah.
that big.
Oh, so it's fed. That's somebody's bobcat. That's a good boy, chunked up bobcat that lives in a South Tulsa home. Upper middle class being fed live fish. What do bobcats eat?
Rodents, animals,
Yeah.
things that move.
This is somebody's bobcat.
That's funny.
Oh, there it is.
You get me the video of the bobcat?
I'm doing it right now so that oh no, I don't want to go into iMovie. What's going on? Stop.
How'd you do that?
It
We
gave me
said
an
this is dead air. Just play
No,
me
it's
the
not dead air.
video.
Oh, it's not dead air. I'm just sending it to you so you can actually
Oh,
see
you're
it.
texting it to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I thought you were just gonna show me right here, right now.
Oh no, we can't do that.
We can't do that.
No, it's the future.
I'm gonna watch it during the episode though.
I know. There you go. You can see it. I mean, it's a decent sized bobcat. I said big bobcat, and then I re-looked at it, and in my mind it was bigger.
Okay, let me see this bobcat
Let's
here.
see. Dun, 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 dun. We're watching the
Yeah, so-
We got.
Oh, it's
That could be bigger.
Could be bigger. Yeah.
It's
Could
good
be
size,
bigger.
though.
That's a good size.
Yeah.
What time of day was this? Was this nighttime?
It was night. Well, obviously nighttime.
Can't you hear the crickets?
Oh wait, the time's in the corner. That is It's wait. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Pretty serious. And by the way, I love that my dad checks all the alerts on his Ring camera.
I mean, that's gotta be a fun activity.
Yeah.
Oh, it is for
I know
Sam
him now.
Keesh. Basically, that's all that's happened to me this week. I think it was pretty intense week overall.
Yeah.
Any major current events? Because honestly, acting's been a little bit slow on the industry side, other than NBC canceling like most of its
Yeah.
shows.
Did they really?
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
guacamole! Shows that were only like Suits, gone.
Really?
Gone. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I got to talk about this before you will do a quick current
You know
event.
how much time I spent curating?
I appreciate you for that.
I
Thank you
know.
so much.
You're welcome.
Remakes.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Well, here's my thing. I realized why I don't like remakes. I want to see almost the exact same script, and obviously certain things have to be tweaked if it's like an older script, you know, like if they're faxing someone or something like that.
Yeah.
But I want to see different actors in those characters, but the same script, if that makes sense.
I still can't get behind that.
I would like to see a different choice, like different for me personally. I want to see different choices made by different actors. Like
Yeah.
for instance, Pretty Woman. I kind of want to see almost the same movie just with different actors.
Why?
Because like for a really good script, I want to see what other choices, like what choices the other actors would make.
It's not gonna be better.
It's not about being better. It's about just being different a little bit in terms of
Okay.
like the acting choices specifically. Hey, I'm not a fan of remakes overall, but what I don't like about remakes is they're way too different. And it's like almost like a different movie. It's like
That's
this
what I
weird
would
middle
want.
ground.
It's a remake.
See,
It's not a remaster.
Okay. Well, all right. I agree. We're different. That's it.
We are different.
That's all I want to say.
I know.
Alex,
one's
continue.
right, one's wrong.
All right. Well, Google is entering Hollywood with 100 Zeros, a new production arm partnering with Range Media. The goal is to create scripted and unscripted content that integrates Google's tech like AI and Android into storytelling, but not hosted by YouTube. So another tech giant is entering the chat.
I'm confused. What was that thing?
A competition for Apple TV. Google's.
Oh, a competition for Apple TV.
Google's jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Google, hire me. I love procedurals. That's my bread and butter. Check out my resume. That's the worst way to get hired anywhere.
They're just gonna lose money. It's too many streaming platforms.
Oh, I thought you meant if they hired me, they're going to
No,
lose money.
no,
That's why I was
no.
like, dude, why are you...
Slammed 'em.
No.
So you're like, okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because Apple spends a good chunk of money
They do.
on their shows.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso don't come cheap.
No, it don't, and it's coming up with a new season.
Morning
New
show don't
concept.
come cheap.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Morning show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course you didn't. You're a pacifist.
Yeah.
You're living in a parking garage dream.
Me and Mads are the last two people watching the Walking Dead spin-off shows every Sunday.
You're still watching that?
Yeah.
That's still going on, first of all?
Yeah.
How good is it, honestly?
I'm extremely biased. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Well,
I think it's great.
Okay, great.
But I don't know. I don't know because the Walking Dead bubble, it's just hardcore Walking Dead fans watching the Walking Dead shows now. There's no more casual viewers. So we're all probably extremely biased going like, oh yeah, the Walking Dead's back, man.
That feels like Supernatural fans.
I'm watching Supernatural for the first time too.
Okay.
Mads is having me watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I can stop after season 7.
Thanks, Mads. You are not allowed to stop until season 7. Well, do we have one more? Because there's
I
the
think-
dying sounds that I want to do before
Oh
we
yeah,
end.
this one I think will interest all of us. The Conjuring Last Rites trailer has dropped, teasing the final case of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Well, it's just going to be the final one in that. They're saying it's not going to end the franchise, but it is the last one with Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Okay.
And they dropped the trailer. But yeah, talk about how franchises just keep going and going, Walking Dead,
IP.
Conjuring,
IP.
all that stuff.
Well, that's the world we live in.
That's the world we live in.
And I
but
just
I
wanna
love
act.
those movies.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's all I'm going to say because I want to act and I want to work.
You want to be in a Conjuring movie?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I've always liked them.
I
I
love
think
the
the
Conjuring
last
movies.
one wasn't my favorite.
Was that The Devil Made Me Do It?
Kind of saw it coming.
Yeah,
Saw it coming from a mile away.
True story.
yeah. But the other two, the first one and the second one,
My house. Ooh, so good.
so good.
So good. Okay, speaking of conjuring and dying and death and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, I want to know what your video game death sound would be if you were a character in a video game.
How are we dying? Are we falling? Are we
Ah.
being stabbed?
This is a really good question. So let's do the first one where you lose all your health through a fight. Like you're fighting something
So
and
exhaustion.
not exhaust. I mean, you get hit and your health goes down. Not exhaust. Like,
Right, but
who
it
dies
wasn't
from
like
exhaustion in a video
headshot.
game,
It wasn't
Alex.
like-
You know what I'm talking about? Your health.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Not you're winded and you have a heart attack.
Well, I meant
It
more,
could.
I meant more like your health bar is going down, 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 down. It's not like a one-shot kill type thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course.
My
but the
stamina's
final blow.
low.
The final blow.
Because that makes a difference. Because your character would be like,
Your
already
character has a
tired.
clogged artery. You have died. Like
what I meant.
I could give you a death sound for that. I could for the clogged artery.
let's do it.
See, it would just be real
You're
quick.
choking?
No.
choking
I can't breathe anymore.
This sounds like you're choking from a clogged artery. Hold on, I want it
Yeah,
clean.
it just collapsed.
I want it clean. This is your death sound from a clogged artery.
I gotta get the giggles out first.
All right. Again, those of you listening, this is Peyton's death sound if he died from a clogged artery in a video game.
I can't.
You can-
Oh no.
oh no.
You changed your tone.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
What is it? What is it? Death from a clogged artery.
I
sound
want to
like?
know your death sounds.
Yeah. Give it to me real quick.
Okay.
You'll be good inspiration.
My death sound from low like my health is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was basically what my clogged artery sound like.
No, it's not. Are you out of your mind?
I could just go.
Okay, here's the next one I want to
Okay.
do. Falling from a great height. But you don't hit anything. It's just like you're falling into an abyss.
Oh, I'd like to hit stuff.
Okay, we'll do two. One where you're hits where you hit the
Yeah.
ground, and then one where you
Yeah.
falling into abyss.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Here's mine.
Okay.
This is the abyss.
Okay.
That was good.
You got old at the end.
I did get old at the end.
It's the chasm of aging.
Yes. Okay, this is me if I hit something.
That's
pretty
good.
Nice.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Just instant cutoff there.
Yeah.
See, I survive. So,
Wow.
this is how it goes. It just is like a.
Are you a seal?
That's the chasm of becoming a seal.
Okay. Wait.
See, that's good. Practical. The mic going away.
Mm.
You'll catch her in the booth.
Yep.
You're not her manager. Stop. What's yours if you hit something?
If I hit something?
Yeah.
If you get a chance,
Just saw her the way she looks at me afterwards, like impressed.
Get her in the booth.
Get her in the booth.
I can do all sorts of voices. You, watch out. I'm going to kill you right after we end the episode.
Oh, we're done? Oh,
We're
you were going
done.
to say something? No, we're done?
We're done.
I'll tell you after.
All right.
It's not important.
All right, well, this was fun, guys. All right, play us out, Peyton. All right, thank you guys for tuning into the show. Really appreciate you. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the show, subscribe. We've got shows every single week. Other than that, always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye.